Imagine waking up in the morning, getting ready for your normal routine, when suddenly, everything around you freezes. Buildings stop vibrating, the clouds stop drifting, even the trees stand completely still. For 5 terrifying seconds, our planet stops spinning. And in those few seconds, the Earth turns into something you've never seen before. Normally, our planet completes one full rotation every 24 hours, giving us day and night. It has been spinning ever since it was formed 4.6 billion years ago from a collapsing disk of gas and dust. That rotation is the result of violent collisions that happened during Earth's formation. Think of a figure skater spinning faster and faster by pulling their arms in. That's exactly what happened on a planetary scale. And with almost no friction in outer space, there's nothing to slow the planet down. So we keep spinning. But let's imagine the impossible happens. Earth slams on the brakes. 5 seconds. No rotation. Everything on the surface stays still, but the atmosphere keeps moving at full speed. At the equator, the surface normally moves at about 1,670 kilometers per hour, 1,037 miles per hour. Without the planet's rotation, you would suddenly be hit with winds moving faster than a fighter jet. It wouldn't matter if you were standing outside or hiding inside a reinforced building. These winds could rip cars off the ground, tear up houses, and even peel pieces of the Earth's crust away. In fact, some scientists estimate that these winds would be 2 to 3 times stronger than the ones produced by the most powerful hurricanes in history. And don't even dream about being blown into space. That's not how physics works. To escape Earth's gravity, you'd need to travel at 40,000 kilometers per hour, 25,000 miles per hour. These winds aren't even close. Of course, things wouldn't be equally bad everywhere. In places like France or New Zealand, wind speeds would be slightly weaker, around 1,180 kilometers per hour, 733 miles per hour, but still stronger than any storm we've ever seen. But wind is only half the problem. Our planet isn't a perfect sphere. Because of its rotation, it bulges at the equator. Once the rotation stops, Earth begins to turn into a perfect sphere. Every drop of ocean water that is currently pushed toward the equator would instantly flow toward the poles. This would trigger a global tsunami. Entire coastlines would disappear under a massive wall of water. Cities like Singapore, Rio de Janeiro, Miami, and Jakarta would vanish in seconds. And just when you think it's over, the spinning suddenly returns. Earth starts rotating again at full speed, and all that water rushes back in the opposite direction, smashing everything twice. At the same time, the atmosphere gets pulled back into rotation. The second blast of wind destroys whatever might have survived the first round. Only one place might offer a chance of survival: the North or South Pole. Winds there would be much slower, and the effect of ocean movement would be smaller. Even then, you'd need to be inside a deep underground bunker, stocked with food and water. Without that, survival is almost impossible. And even if you survived those 5 seconds, there wouldn't be much left. Farmlands, power plants, communication systems, everything would be destroyed beyond recognition. Billions of people would die instantly from impact, flying debris, and flooding. The planet would slip into a dark and silent chaos. Luckily, scientists say this nightmare scenario is almost impossible. Earth will keep spinning for billions of years, long enough for the sun to explode into a red giant. So tonight, when you go to sleep, just remember, the Earth is still spinning. And that's the only reason your world hasn't turned into complete chaos. But just in case you still feel paranoid, maybe start being a little nicer to the Earth. Recycle a bottle, switch off the lights, or at least stop saying, "I wish something exciting would happen." If this really happened, Netflix, Instagram, and Wi-Fi would disappear within seconds. No memes, no football games, no online shopping. Just you and the wind. So tonight, when you close your eyes, try whispering thank you to the planet for spinning. It might sound silly, but it's still better than waking up in a world where trees fall sideways and oceans travel like missiles. And if you think this was terrifying, just wait until you hear what would happen if the moon suddenly disappeared. But before you fall asleep, have you ever wondered what would happen if the moon suddenly disappeared? No more tides, no more stable climate, and maybe no more life at all. See you in the next episode, if the moon is still there.